Hi everybody, welcome to All Games New and Old. I am David Rodriguez, and today I'm going to be unboxing Catharsis. This recently funded from its Kickstarter, and I'm going to tell you a little story about customer service and how I didn't make a great decision. My fault. Okay, so if you're like me, you sometimes back things for $1 because you can't really pay for it right now, or maybe you just want to think about it a little longer, what have you. So I did that with this. Now the pledge manager came, and at some point I thought that I had actually paid for this whole thing, and I'd only paid $1. Okay, so before this ended up shipping out, I wasn't sure. It was driving me nuts. I couldn't remember if I'd actually went ahead and paid for this or not. So I contacted them and I said, "Hi, my name's David Rodriguez. I'm trying to see if I actually bought this or not." And they said, "Yes, we do have an order for David Rodriguez. Is that you?" And I said, "Yes, that is." Okay, so we're good. So time goes on, they start fulfilling, which is great. And eventually they send an email saying all of the US fulfillment is done. And yet here I was without my game, Catharsis. I was bummed. So I sent them an email and I said, "Hey, I just got this email and I'm just trying to figure out what happened and where my game is or what's going on." And they didn't get back to me. And here's the thing. Here's where I started to go wrong, is that I know these game companies are not all these, big giant companies. I don't know how many people are in Cyber Wizard Games, but it could just be a few people. I don't know. But either way, they have a lot on their plate. They can't always get to people quickly. But it started to kind of bother me. And so I emailed them again. Again, I think all these communications were fairly polite, but still. I emailed them again. And maybe a day later, I hadn't heard back yet. And I saw their little ad thing on Facebook. And so I left a comment on Facebook saying, "Hey, this is what happened. I haven't seen mine yet." That's where I was kind of a jerky person, because I shouldn't have done that. Anyway, they messaged me on Messenger and talked to me, and apparently this David Rodriguez that they had on file was somebody in Utah, so definitely not me. So it was just a big confusing thing. So this is still available to order, and I did want it. I've been waiting for it, and so I did eventually buy it. And they were nice enough to throw in this dual powers expansion for me, even though really, I mean, they kind of made a mistake in not realizing that was a different David Rodriguez, but it was my initial goof up. So that to me is good customer service. Again, I shouldn't have gotten impatient with them about getting back to me because, again, I know these companies are small, but for some reason it was really aggravating me. Maybe I was just having a rough week. Anyway, they were really awesome. So if Cyber Wizard folks, if you're watching this, I really appreciate you. And I'm sorry if I came off at all snarky or too impatient. It's sometimes I'm not at my best. Anyway, let's get into this game. Now I've told you the story of me. So this game, this box is massive. I don't know if you can tell. I'm going to put another kind of more typical board game box on top of it. So let's see. I recently unboxed this too. This is Woodcraft. So I'll move this to the very end. So you have all this extra space. This is not going to fit on a Calyx. I promise you that. But it is a really nice package. I'm going to open the dual powers thing after we look at the back, and then I'll get into the main box. So I'm not really sure what all the dual powers has in it. I'm curious about it, but I just don't know. Okay. I'm at a weird angle to read this, so bear with me. Okay, Catharsis. Eons ago, the gods engaged in an endless battle when one of their own betrayed them. The god Verity was imprisoned for his crime, trapped in the center of a dead world, condemned to an eternal sleep. But his will cannot be contained, and his divine essence leaks into the world. During his peaceful dreams, mortal life was created, but now he suffers nightmares, and the world slowly sinks into corruption. While the nations fight their petty wars and argue over whose fault the corruption is, heroes from all walks of life have come together to fight against the evil now plaguing the world. These skilled fighters hunt down the worst of the corruption, trying to stem the tide of death. If they fail, the world will be overrun, but how long can they fight against a god? Good question. According to the box, for 60 to 90 minutes. Isn't that great? It's also 1 to 5 players, ages 14 and up. All right, so it's a game developed by Dave. Oh, I'm not going to say this right. Tomzik. I'm really sure I messed that up. I'm sorry. And Art Gregory. Catharsis is a story-driven, dice-rolling, solo, and cooperative card game for up to 5 players. You are a party of heroes, each with your own deck of unique abilities and powers that you will use to defeat monsters, traps, and more as you hunt down beings spreading the corruption of a mad god. You will need to carefully manage your party's morale as you venture past each danger as the stress of the hunt and the dangers of combat wear away at your resolve. Can your party find and defeat each monstrosity before you succumb to your wounds or despair? And then it tells you what else is in the box. So, anyway, this game really caught my eye because the art is freaking gorgeous. So, I'm going to cut this sucker open. It is not plastic wrapped. It has little plastic stickers. I know some people don't like that, but, you know, environmentally, it's a lot better. So, I don't mind that. I think it's probably how we're going to go, unless we can find some non-plastic option to wrap it in. I don't know. But I think it's probably what we should be doing. So, even though I agree, I don't like having the stickers on there. Maybe they're able to be peeled off. I'm not sure. But I'm not very worried about it either. So I'm going to try to get this box lid off. This thing is so freaking gigantic. I knew it looked like a big box, but I didn't realize it was quite this freaking huge. So, anyway. All right, here is our rule book. And so it has quick play rules over here, 24 pages. There's some variants here as well. Oh, there's like challenges that you can, like, kind of like achievement things, it looks like. That's kind of neat. There's a chart that shows all the dice here on the back. Okay. Tells you how to sort the game out. That's cool. That's always helpful. More variants. I'm trying to find where, like, the actual main rules end. So here's some just kind of fluff stuff about the different, I don't know if it's, I think it's probably the different characters and whatnot. So a lot of that, which is neat. I like that. Oh man, there's a lot of stuff about the characters in here. This is a lot of story. I'm impressed. Okay. So when we get to the thing where actually, I think this is probably just the main game, not a variant. It's 10 pages long. And then you get to the variant, the duo powers, which is what that card thing is. Oh, I was going to open that first. Let me do that real quick. Okay. So I'm going to move this box to the side as much as I can. It's so big that I can't really get it too far away. So hopefully that won't mess with the focusing. We'll see what happens. But let's take a look at these, because I'm not even sure. I think I looked at it when the Kickstarter was going, but I don't remember now. I'm going to try to zoom in here. I had to put my camera up really high just to catch this. Okay. So on the back of these, it has like the rules for what the cards do, it looks like. So I'm not going to look super close at that because it's not going to mean much. I'm going to look at the art on the front. So some pictures are the same from card to card, and then some change. It looks like the top picture on a lot of these will be the same. I don't know. That's interesting. This looks like some kind of thing when you maybe, I don't know, maybe it's when you use two specific characters together. I don't know. All right, so I'm not going to go through all these because we're probably going to see all this art again later. So, but that's neat. I really appreciate that they sent that to me because they certainly didn't have to. Let me zoom back out. Okay, there we go. All right, so let me move the rulebook aside. Here is our morale tracker. I'm not sure exactly how that goes, but I know it's a big part of the game. We have a big sheet of tokens. There's lots of the number ones. There's lots of skull tokens. There's 5s. Kind of different neat stuff on the back. Looks like almost like a fairy type thing, maybe. Oh boy, so this kind of got shifted around in shipping, it looks like, which is not a huge deal. It just kind of is what it is. So, oh boy, this is going to be something. All right. I'm not sure what I'm even going to be looking at with all these different cards. They are all huge. I will tell you that. So, let's take a look and see if the card backs here change in the stack or if it's all like the same. Because we probably don't really need to look at the rules that much. I don't think that's going to be very exciting for this kind of thing. Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to, oh boy, I'm going to zoom down just so you can see the art here. That's really cool. And then the back has rules and whatnot, it looks like. So that's good. Okay. I'm curious, if I open 2 of these and they have all the same backings, I kind of assume that they're all like that. And they're decks for each character. In which case, I'll just show you those backs with the character picture on it. That way, I don't make a gigantic mess for myself to try to organize after the fact. This card says Dice Pool, and then Hedorian Dice Pool. Okay, I'm guessing that's what this character is. So So I think it's going to be that way. So let's just look at, I won't open them all up. Whoops. Yeah, some of these just got really badly open, but okay, so that's kind of cool. Kind of like almost an anime looking character to me. Okay, this is ugly, but in a cool way. Okay, a lot of strange beings on these cards. But hopefully you'll agree that it's really cool art, because I absolutely love it. It's probably like the main thing that drew me to this game. Alright. So I know there's a lot of like dice manipulation in this game, and I don't remember the specifics of how it works, so that's something I'm going to have to learn. That's a really cool picture. It's like some kind of odd dog creature or something, I'm not sure, but neat. Okay. She looks a little more human. Probably more sexy than she has to be, but it's a cool picture though. I can't blame the quality of the art. Okay, we saw that in those dual power cards a lot. Okay, here's another one. Some of these decks are a lot smaller than the other ones, so I'm curious why that is. I'm sure it's something that will make sense once I've dug into the rules a little bit. Oh, I'm making an avalanche. Okay. So, as you can see, some of the characters are very human, and some of them are very terrifying. He's sort of a flamboyant-looking pirate guy or something. That's kind of fun. Okay. So, something about this, it almost makes me think of the game Soul Calibur for some reason. Something about the characters makes it feel like they could have come out of that game. It is not a Soul Calibur game, but I'm just saying. Alright, let's see. He looks cool. I don't know what all he's got going on, but it looks pretty awesome. Okay. Alright, and then this is the last one of those. And other than that, we just have a bunch of dice, and then... some little, like, pawn kind of piece. I'm not sure what that does exactly. I'm guessing that's the morale track marker, maybe? I'm not sure. I'm going to try to pull this out, make sure there's nothing underneath there. No, there is not. Okay. Didn't really think there would be. Okay. So, let me zoom this back out. So, I have some sorting to do, but that is it. That is the very massive game, Catharsis. It looks gorgeous, looks very cool. Hopefully I'll get it played soon, because I've been very curious about it, even when I found out that I wasn't going to get it. No, but I fixed that right away, so I'm very glad to have it. And if you have happened to get this already, I'd love to hear your thoughts on it, or if you're curious about it, let me know. And you know, if enough people are excited to hear about it, maybe I'll push that review to the front of the line. We'll see. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please hit like and subscribe and click the little bell icon so you can know about the next time I put out a video. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you all around the table again at All Games New and Old. Bye.
Hi everyone, we now have a merch store, so please help support our channel and check it out.
Yeah, these games are very expensive, as you know. We'd also love to upgrade our equipment one day so we can get you know, better quality video to you. And sadly, that all just takes a bunch of money. But this is a great way you can help us. We have all kinds of t-shirts in different colors with both the classic All Games New and Old logo and the AGNO for Everyone logo.
We also have sweatshirts like the zip-up hoodie or the classic hoodie.
And we have all kinds of items you can have around the house, like the water bottle or coffee tumbler.
We also have pint glasses and mugs and a few other things.
Yeah, so go on there. There's a lot of different colors for a lot of this stuff. So go check it out. You know, see if anything appeals to you. Hopefully it does, and hopefully you'll help us out. We'd really, really appreciate it. Thank you.
Bye.
If you enjoyed that video, you might also like this one.
Or this one.
If you like any of our videos, what you should do is click this little button to subscribe so you'll know about the next time we put out a video.
We'll see you around the table.
Bye.
Bye.